Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've been gone, but I'm back with you all, and it's an honor to be here, and I apologize. I hope everyone is safe during this world pandemic of the COVID-19. I send love to you and your family, and guidance to you all during this time. So today's reading is going to be a pick a card reading, and I would like for you to look at the three different items. We have the Settlement Wand, we have this blue rock stone that came with my kit that I don't know. And I probably should know it. Someone's probably, if you know what it is, you can leave it in the comments, but it's pretty epic. I love it. And then we have our feather. So take your time, meditate, and really feel drawn to which item you want to choose for that particular card reading. Today's card reading is sponsored by today's card reading is going to be about what do I need to hear right now. So choose pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. All right. So I will get shuffling to the cards right now. I send guidance and love. May Archangel Michael help guide this reading and guide you to where you need to be. Alrighty, so give it another shuffle. Now let's see. I'm gonna remove these for pile number 1. Alright, let's see what message do you need to hear right now, pile number 1. Those Archangel Michael, please help me guide them to what message they need to hear. Pile 1. Alrighty. We'll take that as the back of the deck. We have the Strength card. Alrighty. So, right now, what I'm gathering is that right now is a place in your life where I feel like you're coming fully into your power and you're having the strength to battle what's coming. I see that I love the Strength card because it represents like how she's petting the dragon and the dragon's resting. It's like you have the ability deep within yourself to stay calm during whatever's going on, and this is showing your inner strength. All right, so we'll put that there. Let's see what cards we got. 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to move that. Sorry about that. 5 of Pentacles. I actually want to keep this here because it's resonant to why you chose this pile. We have the 6 of Coins, or in this deck it's Shields. I love it. I love this deck. Our imagery is absolutely stunning on this one. We have the High Priestess. And then last card that came out, we have the King of Chalices. So, what message do you need to hear right now? What you need to hear is that you have the strength and the wisdom and the knowledge and the insight to persevere with this situation. Okay, that it might be cold, you might feel left out in the cold, you might feel very much out of balance with yourself and either your partner or a situation in your work or whatever it may or may not be, but there's a situation that you really feel not only left out in the cold, but you are struggling. Like, it's cold for everybody. You know, we're all out in the cold together here, but we've decided to build a fire, and you decided to leave or be thrown out of the fire into the wilderness. Now, this may or may not be you. It could be the person that you are trying to be in balance with, or the situation that you're trying to be in balance with. What I do see is that your emotions are running high at this time, but at the same time, you really have the strength to carry forward and to find that inner balance and peace with you. what I see is that this reading is really about really allowing yourself to have and get, okay. The situation is about having the strength, right? And using your wisdom to be with people that are going to give to you. All right? This King of Cups is offering someone something, right? They're like huddled together and they're like, we got this fire and we don't have room for you. And the Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving, and really about making sure it's kind of an equitable kind of exchange. And this person is throwing out if you can see, all his coins to the crowd. So that's not really about giving. Receiving. That's all about giving. So what I really see in this reading, and actually I want to see this card up close, because excuse me. You see the balance in this deck right here? Focus, please. It's really kind of like, you can't see it right here because it's not focusing as well as it could. It's the chalices, like this chalice and the chalice that he's offering. So what this tells me, now it shows, it's all about having balance. You're giving too much to the wrong people, right? And the universe is saying, have the strength to walk away so that you're able to receive this offering. Because you've been manifesting this for a while and your intuition's point on blank and you know it's coming, right? It's coming! Because this person's on their way. They're riding a wave to you. Well, they're not really. Well, they're moving. The water's moving. But it's really about having the emotional balance is what I'm seeing, in the internal emotional balance. And to know who you're giving to. Don't give all your coins away. Don't give yourself away to people that could care less that you're walking away. Okay? All right. So that's the message that I feel like you need to hear. I feel like things are going to also change in the moon cycles. And particularly at nighttime, you might be able to manifest a lot more than you realize. Particularly at nighttime, I feel like that's when you are able to manifest for your day. Okay? So it's like, and it's interesting, this dichotomy, because it's really showing me that in a day, you might even present yourself this way, but at nighttime, you're presenting yourself at this way. It's that duality factor, right? And so during the day, you have to endure it. At nighttime, you're able to free yourself up, allow your intuition to really flow, and cast kind of, your dreams, hopes, and wishes into this pot, and hopefully that it comes. And it's coming, you know what I mean? It's definitely going to be there. But if you are investing into people that are not going to invest into you and you're giving everything away, this person's going to be sitting on that rock for a while, because that wave's not going to come in and bring them to you, because it's really about having the strength to let this situation go, so that, basically let your winter end. And that's kind of and what I mean by that is like, let your winter end and thaw yourself out so that you can have the abundance of spring. And the abundance is here for you. Have the strength for it, and you're manifesting it, and your intuition's telling you where to go. And it's really about letting this thaw out and moving forward from people that just take, and they don't care about you leaving. They don't care about you staying. They don't care about you leaving, as long as you have something to offer them. Your situation's out of balance. Have strength to see your spring, your abundance come forth. Someone's going to be coming in to offer you some emotional fulfillment. And it could be a person, could be a job situation. It could be, family situation, a family member that you're out of balance with. Basically, you have to be able to allow yourself to receive what's going to come to you, because you've been manifesting it. All right. Oh, and lastly, I'm going to pull one last card for you. Advice. For those of you that picked the feather. Advice, please. Archangel Michael. Oh, there we are. And we got Peaceful Warrior. Archangel Ariel. All right, so what is that telling me? That's telling me that it's time for you to step into your power. See that beautiful yellow staff that she's holding? She is all about her solar plexus chakra. It's all about your solar plexus chakra and your root. Basically, the last three chakras is where you're kind of you're activating right now. It's saying to stand in your power, stand in your truth, and be a peaceful warrior, which is kind of like an oxymoron, right? But it's really not. It's saying that use your power to assert yourself from these people, right? Leave the situation behind. You see, look at her hand as saying stop in the solar plexus power of the chakra. So it's basically saying like stop. When people cross your boundaries, stop. Use your personal power. Use that solar plexus chakra. Use it because it's time for these people to realize like I'm going to show you something. By you telling these people to stop and walk away, they're not going to move. They're not going to come and save you. They're not. You're investing into the wrong people. So put a stop to them so that the right people can come in and offer you something. Okay? All right, well, that was pile number 1. You got this. Stay in your truth. Stay in your power. And one last thing. You picked the feather. So what this tells me is that you will get a lot of messages in soon to come to trust, in terms of like intuition. You have the High Priestess card. Trust your intuition and follow your truth because, it's there for you. And you're going to see you might see even a lot of birds, a lot like birds like flying into you or when you're driving or chirping to you or whatever. That's because they're trying to send you a message. Those of you that chose this, okay? Thank you. I hope you're really doing well during this time, and it's always an honor. So thank you very much for being here today in my reading. That was for pile number 1. And now we will go to pile number 2. So if you chose a selenite wand, ooh, I love these things, right? Cleanse. Then we will do your reading just now. So I'm going to shuffle the deck. I hope you meditate on your question. What you need to hear now. Let's see what cards come up for you. And again, if you skipped my intro, I hope you're doing really well. I send love and energy to you always. And I'm very blessed to have this opportunity to do this reading for you today. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Cards for pile 2, please. Cards for pile 2. What does pile 2 need to hear, Archangel Michael? What does pile 2 need to hear? Pile 2. Cards does pile number 2 need to hear? Pile 2. A couple more cards. Perfect. And then pile number 2. Alright. The bottom of the deck. Ace of Swords, an opportunity's on its way. Get ready. Someone's gonna speak their truth. Yellow. Solar plexus. Could be, someone wants to come in and say something, or a situation wants to reveal itself in its truth. Let's see. All right. So we have 7 of Wands, King of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 10 of Swords, the Chariot, Temperance, and the 3 of Pentacles. All right. So what is this message saying? Okay. I feel that... Oh, this is really good reading. So, I love this. So, I love when I get to see the messages. This particular situation, all right, there's been a situation that you've been involved in, and the person or situation, because everything is kind of a mirror to you in your external reality, as this is in your internal reality. The situation, okay. So, the universe has been working, right? The universe has been working to temper the situation between you and someone else, or situation, whether it's work or whatnot, okay? The universe has been trying to come in and temper the situation as you've been driving the chariot. You've been manifesting with your wand the direction you want to go in, right? You've been doing a lot of things, and a lot of dreams actually have been giving you, I feel like at nighttime, particularly with dreams, you've been able to help additionally manifest this energy going forward. Because the situation that you're in, or with a person, or their intentions, or job situation, what it may or may not be, has been out of balance, right? And so the universe is coming in to balance the situation, duality again. So, but the thing is that the reason why it's out of balance is because somebody is not speaking their truth, right? Somebody's not communicating what they need to say. And so what's happening is, and what I feel like it revolves around this King of Pentacles energy. And so what I really see is that this King of Pentacles, right, is not speaking their truth of how I think they even feel about this particular person, right? Now, what I really feel is that the King of Pentacles, you or the other person or the situation, the job, whatever it may or may not be in your life, the situation is not giving its full truth to you, or you are not giving your full truth to it. It could go both ways, and most likely it is. So it looks like somebody's been waiting for the ships to come in, and the longer they wait, the more defensive they've become, right? They're waiting, they're not receiving, because right here's the message. Here's the truth. This person is waiting, or the situation is waiting for the truth. And because it's not coming, and has not come yet, it is allowed for this situation to become defensive. Because it's become defensive, right, it has created a mental heartbreak and destruction, right? And so what's happened is the situation has come to an end. I can see that. The situation has come to an end, or it's on its verge to come to an end, because of the defensiveness, right? Either you or the other person or the situation are beholding due to waiting. Because the situation was believed to be something that was worth waiting for, right? And the King of Pentacles took his happy-go-lucky, slow-ass time. Because this King of Pentacles is playing around with somebody that's like undeserving. I should say, no. I play no one's undeserving. But what the King of Pentacles is doing is sitting there, right? The King of Pentacles is like, oh, I got this thing in front of me, this person in front of me, the situation's in front of me. I'm gonna spend my investment here. While this person is waiting for whatever this King of Pentacles is supposed to be offering, whether it's a job interview, a romance, a friendship, whatever it is. This King of Pentacles is staying put, and he's having his foot massaged by this poor person, okay? And she adores him, but he's just like, whatever, I'm holding my pentacle, you're never gonna touch it, but you can give me a foot massage. And this person, right, they're like, where the damn is the situation gonna go? Where is it gonna go? And the longer they wait, the more impatient they become, and then they get defensive. And because they got defensive, Jeepers Crow, can't get these cards, I apologize. They become defensive over the situation, and they become mentally fatigued and distraught. The universe is like, hold up, we gotta temper this situation, right? We gotta balance this out, foot in water and on land, water and motion, temper this. We gotta come in and temper this situation. so that it can move forward, right? So that you can manifest what you're seeking. So what the universe is saying is that ultimately this situation is about building this foundation that you're trying to really build with this group of people, this person, this job situation, whatever it is going on in your life currently right now. What brought you to this reading is that you're trying to build this foundation for yourself. You're trying to get to the next level, whether it's with a person, a job, whatever it may not be. Your driver's license, for instance. But right now, there's these obstacles that have made you defensive because you're sick and tired of waiting for this opportunity to come. And this has come with mental fatigue, and that you need to temper with your emotions. Your emotions need to be balanced so that you can move forward together, right? So this would be like your thoughts and your heart. They have to be working together in order for you to move forward. But you will have some sort of clarity. Clarity is on its way in this situation to help you temper it. I don't know if it's from this King of Pentacles. I don't know if this King of Pentacles is actually just going to be chilling here for a while. But let's find out. I'm actually interested to see what's going to come. But it's interesting that you chose the Settlement one, right? Because this is saying that you need to cleanse the situation, right? You need to, this energy needs to be balanced, cleansed, right? I think sometimes we think of cleansing like I'm washing away everything and it's clean. No, it's returning things back to a natural state of homeostasis, which would mean balance, right? This is saying you need to cleanse your thoughts so that you're able to come into balance. So what's going to happen once you receive this truth, what is going to happen with this King of Pentacles? Let's find out. We got some cards. All right. So, yeah. This situation, this person, the situation, they are not ready to offer any sort of they're not ready to offer what you're waiting for. Okay? And it's interesting because they know this. They know what you're looking for, and they are not mature enough to offer it to you. And ultimately, you're going to leave. You're going to leave the situation behind, and it's going to build a foundation, with what you're actually seeking. Okay? And I got one more card for you. And let's see, let me pull it for you. So what I do see is that the Emperor, right, is going to feel this as you manifest this new situation. So, that's actually quite interesting. So what I think could happen is this. All right, here's the King of Pentacles again. And here's the person, and these are the people that he was like had worship. And so you can tell by the clothing that they're not meant to be really fully in the kingdom, okay? And you can see by this Ten of Shields is really the sign of the Tree of Life. And so, I love that, and Metatron's Cube. So ultimately what this is saying is that this is fated, this situation's fated, and you can't escape it. The truth is going to be coming to clarity, but ultimately I feel like it's going to be coming at a time when you left the situation, because the situation wasn't mature enough, okay? Once you leave the situation fully behind, right, this person is going to step into their power and become the Emperor. They're going to leave behind the King of Pentacles energy and fall into this Emperor and try to manifest you back because you are their star. So, and ultimately, it's going to get to this Ten of Pentacles. You're going to go from the Three of Pentacles, which you've been trying to manifest, right, to the Ten of Pentacles. So what this tells me is that you're going to have a firm, stable foundation, but it's going to take you leaving the situation for it to really to push the next level. Now, if this is a job, you obviously don't want to leave your job. But what it could mean is that you could be seeing what are the options you have out there, right? And you go into your boss, and your boss, right, is like, no, no time for raises right now, things, etc., etc. You find another offer, and then you go to your boss and say, here's my notice. They're gonna be like, no, 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 no. Here's your raise, or please take this other position in the company. They'll make something happen for you to stay. And ultimately, if it's a relationship, it's going to be the similar situation. The king of Pentacles is with the commoner, right? But that's not who he really wants. So ultimately, in this situation, it's really about knowing that this has a faded energy to it, and it's really about you deciding what you really want to do, because you can see it as many different ways. Now, with the Ace of Swords could mean is that you just need to step in your power and say deuces, and that could be it. Or they're gonna come in. Either way, clarity and truth is gonna hit the situation so that you're able to fully temper it and move it forward, whatever that means. But it looks like to not give up on your faith, right? Because you've been putting this energy into it. So I'm going to give you one last advice card, and I definitely wish you all the very best. Alrighty, pile number 2. Alright, one card for the mark. Very cool. So we got Archangel Raphael, Divine Physician. So take this time to really heal. This is another message I feel that's coming in, is to really allow the situation with yourself, to take this time to take care of yourself. Make sure that your emotions and you take care of yourself. I think your heart chakra, this is a time for you to really invest into yourself and build that foundation internally. Because as we already know, like, everything that's external is internal. So build that forth for yourself and really take time to heal. Heal your heart, okay? Because you're not alone, and you're always supported, and you have that internal foundation with yourself. And absolutely, this is a time for you to take time to really invest into yourself and your health, okay? Alrighty, that is pile number 2. And I hope that resonates. I'm going to cleanse with the selenite one. I love it. Love it so much. Alrighty. Alright, and for those of you that chose pile number 3, you can yell at me because I apologize. I don't know necessarily what this stone is, but I love it. But if you do know it, feel free to put it in the comments below. If you don't know what it is, you can laugh at me in the comments below too. Alrighty, so here we go, one more time, everybody. Here we go now. Copyright infringement. Alright, so if you chose pile number 3 and our infamous stone, here is your reading. Please meditate. Archangel Michael, cards for pile number 3, please. I will read reversals today. And we have the 7 of Swords as our back of the deck. Okay. Couple cards just fell. Alrighty. So what do we have here? We have... yeah. Okay. So, looks like there's a situation, right, that is going to usher in this kind of commitments to, there's this. What I'm really feeling from this card is that there is an expectation of a ceremony, commitment, union, wisdom, knowledge, kind of like it's definitely an expectation because of the wand. There's an action that's basically alluding to this commitment, right? And underneath the high priestess, we have the high priest, which is also known as the druid in this deck, but it's really the high priest, or the Hierophant as they call it, is the devil or the shadow. So we have also the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the King of Wands reversed, the King of Cups upright, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Chalices. So, what is going on? Okay. Well, I can tell you. I think. No, I'm playing. Alright, so you or the party of the situation is waiting for your ships to come in, and planet Saturn is like, hold up, we're gonna put some extra time on this shit, okay? The fact that the planet Saturn's here means that you have been waiting for this situation for a while. I would definitely say a good almost 7 years, or if not, if it's been less than that, it feels like it's been for 7 years, okay, right? Because Saturn goes around each sign in 7 years. I'm an astrologer first. Anyways, so you've been waiting for your ships to come in, and you feel deceived, right? You feel like someone has been stealing from you while you've been waiting, and you feel really deceived. Okay. It's King of Wands, right? I'm gonna say is your energy. Okay. Why do I say that? Because the King of Cups over here, right? And we have the Knight of Cups. So the King of Cups sent his messenger, right? With the same chalice, they're sending it off. Sending it off to cross this water. Okay. But they have yet to cross this moat or water. And because the King of Cups and his Knight of Cups have not done this, they're holding back on what they could give you. Right? Because if this was upright, it would be balance, and they would be giving you something, right? Or you're giving them something. What I feel in this reading, though, is that they have yet to offer you this. This particular knight is standing still, which means that the King of Cups the Knight of Cups has not turned into the King of Cups yet, because the situation's on standstill for whatever reason. And you, while you're waiting, you feel kind of deceived in this situation. Because of that, either deception or feelings of deception, it's not allowing this King of Fire, right, to really manifest, take the right action. This King of Wands is not taking action on what they desire. Fiery desire, fiery passion, they're not taking it. They're holding back their passion, or you're holding back your passion, and because of this, it's only allowing the situation to get into the shadow more so, okay? Now, the situation that you're inquiring about is looking really for commitment, but what you're really getting is the devil. And what I mean by that is that you're trying to get to this place of harmony, but with deception there, it's bringing basically, you or them or all parties involved are only bringing out this dark side to the relationship or employmentship or whatever it is that's currently going on in your life. You are bringing out the darker aspects of it. And you want the light to come through, right, and shine through to these two people. But you're bounded by the shadow. And because of that, there is not much light in the situation. This person is not taking action. And this person is not giving what they want to give. It's crazy, right? This person's not giving, right, to this person, and you're both waiting, and you're both only seeing the negative out of the situation. It is time for that knight to cross that moat with communication and action. Okay? Somebody here needs to get out of the standstill. Because that's what this is. This is a standstill situation. And it needs to be able to be the next level. Action must be taken. This action will allow this knight to go over this water that is stopping them. And it will allow for this King of Wands to then take action, right? So that they can then receive that, what they're seeking, and even turn themselves and their situation or the partnership into a harmonious one, which would leave the shadow behind and allow for this commitment and higher power. You see his shield? Is that a shield? I believe it is. It's something that is going to be stable. At the bottom of the deck, we also have the Eight of Pentacles. This is something that needs to take action so that you're able to work on it. That is 2 8s. So that is really telling me that Saturn is really, really involved in this situation. Saturn is really delaying the situation, and it's because of not the physical planet of Saturn, right? It's because of the fear that each of you behold in this situation, which is creating and manifesting the Saturn karmic lesson for you. It's not figuratively the planet Saturn that's stopping you from your life. I'm going to go on a little tirade, but in astrology, nothing actually can do anything to you unless you commit to it actually happening, or consenting, excuse me. So you are both manifesting your own Saturn karmic lessons in the situation. You're both bounding yourself to Saturn, right? And your fear is allowing yourself to not work on the situation and to really just keep waiting for you, hoping that Saturn just releases its karmic lessons. It's not going to happen until action is taken. The Knight of Cups needs to cross the water. The King of Wands needs to state and take action of what he's saying he wants to desire. Therefore, they can be emotionally met and physically met. This is about really taking that power back and stop waiting, which is really weird, right? Because in this situation, you're waiting. You're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, and Saturn is telling you to wait, but reality is you are manifesting Saturn's karmic energy by the fear you're having by not taking action, because you fear that if you take action, it's not going to work out. You fear that this commitment will fail, right? Because the person or situation is secretly deceiving you all along. And that is the key to the situation. The key is the deception factor, the fear of being deceived or wronged or hurt, right? Or losing a battle. It's this indecision of the 2 of Swords back there with the 5 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is in one hand, which represents heartbreak. 2 of Swords is represented by indecision. Another 2 of Swords over here, indecision. And the 5 of Swords together over here represents a battle, conflict. So ultimately, you don't want conflict, you don't want heartbreak, you don't want indecision, but both parties are indecisive right now. Someone's left 2 swords here, and this person has 2 swords in this hand, and both of you are in heartbreak over the situation because of deception, because of lack of action taken. This situation only can reverse itself by working hard on it and moving forward. I love this Eight of Pentacles because Eight of Pentacles typically represents working hard, right? The guy is diligently working on his pentacles next to a tree. And this particular deck, it's moving with the whole unit. The pentacles is moving by what they've already built. And what that tells me is that you have already built this foundation in order to go against this emotional, you're basically riding your emotional waves. But the thing is that you know how to, let me go back and forwards. You know how to ride the storm. You know how to ride and move this forward. You're not at level 1 in this in the story of your life. You are ready to receive this damn commitment. You're not a beginner. You built this whole foundation already. You have done it. You've done the work. Allow for this to come through and see that it's never going to be fully perfect, right? Nothing ever is. But leave this shadow behind so that you're able to allow these lights, this guiding light from heavens, right? The same ones you're waiting for, because you know they're there, to come forth in this relationship and situation, this employment. Don't give up on something. Speak your truth on it. And take action. Take the action that you desire for it, because you're burning for desire for the situation. And this person, they clearly desire this too. But they need to be able to, one of you or both of you need to be able to come together and stop at the standstill. Because the standstill is ultimately where the situation is at currently. And that's what you needed to hear, I believe. All right. Lastly, I'm going to do one last card, and I hope this reading resonated, and see what's one last advice card from Archangel Michael, right? Metatron's Cube. I love Metatron's Cube. Love it. Alright, let's see. One last card, please. Ooh. Trust your inner voice, and trust your vibes. So, yeah, 1000%. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Take the leap of faith. You have that inner voice that's gonna only guide you in the right place at the right time, because you're always at the right place at the right time. Take the action that you're passionate about and that you care about. Excuse me. And that will guide you to where you want to be. Always. And then you'll manifest the commitment that you're looking for and the longevity of that commitment. Because this reading has been very, like I said, Saturn and karmic. Don't forget, when Saturn also binds something together, it binds it in for a long time. Meaning, the situation is not going to go away. It's not going to fade apart, and it's not going to just wither away into the winds of time randomly. It's going to take time, right? It took time to build, and it's going to take time to fall. But I don't think it's going to fall. I think the only thing that's happening in this situation is that there's a standstill. And the longer that you and the parties, or parties, etc., are in the standstill, no one's getting what they desire. No one gets what their fulfillment is. Nobody's getting what they want because nobody's taking the right action for it. Or the right, it's action, really. Take a leap of faith. Trust yourself. Choose choose you. Choose you always. A new beginning is coming in this situation. All right? But you have to take your action first to allow this new beginning. Alrighty. Well, I look to do another pick a card soon. Next time I'll definitely know your stone. I will do addendum on this stone when I find out what it is. And I'll put it in the comments. So, because there's a meaning to this stone with you as well. And, I bet this stone is like telling you to take action and speak your truth, right? It's blue, so it's a blue stone, so that obviously tells me. You know what's funny is, like, earlier today when I was looking at the stone, it's one of my favorites, oddly, one of my favorites. I'm like, how did he get a blue stone? And I'm like, that's a color of a heart chakra. Throat chakra. So, yeah, I would definitely say speak your truth. Definitely speak your truth. And that you're grounded. You're grounded enough to speak your truth because you've already put the work in. All right? Alrighty, my friends. Stay safe. Stay love, because you are love and you're amazing. And I really appreciate the honor and opportunity to do this reading for you today. With that said, catch you in the future.